Ever wonder what kind of music the presidents of the United States actually listened to? From classical symphonies in the 1700s to rock, rap, and pop playlists in the modern era, the Oval Office has heard it all. Let's take a trip through time, from George Washington's minuet dances to Barack Obama's Spotify playlists. Welcome to What Music Do Presidents Actually Listen To? In the 18th century, America, as first presidents, weren't exactly turning up the volume, but they did enjoy elegance. George Washington loved minuets, cotillions, and the sound of fife and drum bands. His favorite tune? The President's March, later known as Hail Columbia. Thomas Jefferson was an accomplished violinist who adored Mozart, Handel, and Corelli. He kept over 300 pieces of sheet music at Monticello and once said, "Music is the favorite passion of my soul." John Adams enjoyed European chamber music. Back then, music wasn't entertainment. It was a mark of refinement and intellect. As America grew, the music evolved, from courtly dances to the emotional songs of a nation in progress. Abraham Lincoln loved emotional songs like Dixie and Home, Sweet Home, melodies that reminded him of peace during war. He even had Dixie played to celebrate the Civil War's end. Ulysses S. Grant preferred military marches, the sound of brass and drums symbolizing victory. Theodore Roosevelt loved operas and the booming marches of John Philip Sousa, bold, patriotic, and powerful, just like his personality. Music became more than background. It became a reflection of American pride and presidential identity. As jazz and swing swept the nation, the White House began to move to a new rhythm. Woodrow Wilson enjoyed hymns and spirituals, calm, reflective, and timeless. Franklin D. Roosevelt used music for hope. His campaign song, "Happy Days Are Here Again," became an anthem of optimism during the Great Depression. Harry Truman was a real musician. He played piano and once performed for actress Lauren Bacall at the White House. Dwight Eisenhower, the World War II general, loved big band swing. Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, the sounds that boosted soldier morale. By mid-century, presidents weren't just listeners. They were fans of America's own sound, jazz, swing, and optimism. John F. Kennedy brought energy and charm. He loved Broadway show tunes and Frank Sinatra's High Hopes, which became his campaign anthem. Richard Nixon was a classically trained pianist and even composed music. On The Tonight Show, he performed his own song, "Happy Birthday, Tricia." Jimmy Carter brought Southern soul to the White House. He was friends with Willie Nelson and the Allman Brothers. And yes, Nelson once smoked on the roof of the White House. Music now helped shape presidential image. The White House had its own soundtrack, bold, emotional, and distinctly American. Bill Clinton turned the Oval Office into a jazz lounge. A talented saxophonist, he performed live and adored legends like Miles Davis and John Coltrane. George W. Bush kept it classic, a mix of country and old-school rock, from George Jones to the Beach Boys. Barack Obama became the playlist president. His public Spotify lists mixed Kendrick Lamar, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Stevie Wonder, and the Rolling Stones. Each year, Obama's summer playlist went viral, uniting generations through sound. Donald Trump leaned toward Broadway and 80s pop power. He enjoyed Phantom of the Opera and Elton John's Tiny Dancer. Joe Biden closes the loop, a fan of Springsteen, Dylan, and soul classics. His music reflects unity, hope, and Americana. From Jefferson's violin to Obama's earbuds, each president carried a piece of the nation's evolving rhythm. Music has always been more than sound. It's emotion, memory, and message. From piano keys to playlists, it tells a story of leadership and identity. Which president's playlist would you listen to? Comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more Discover USA Presidents.